Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Flux. Today I have some more M plus gameplay for you guys. This is going to be a Mist 11 that we two-chested. I wanted to get some Destro gameplay in for you guys, since some people have been asking me how you're supposed to play with Shadowburn. So hopefully this will help you out a little bit. You guys seem to really like the commentary from the last video, so I'm going to try to do that again for this video. And as always, guys, if you find these videos helpful or you really enjoy them, please make sure to leave a like on the video. That really helps me out a lot. Leave a comment down in the comment section and let me know. Subscribe for more content in the future. Go leave a follow on my Twitch channel. I'm streaming lots of M Plus over there, so come hang out. Or consider leaving a donation. They're definitely not required, but I really, really do appreciate them. And they do go a long way to continue supporting my channel, so thank you. I also just very quickly wanted to mention I am available for Warlock coaching. If you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, go take a look at my Discord. There is a channel in there with more information for you on how to set that up. So we're going to get right into it, guys.
He does. That's why it doesn't.
Basically, the kind of big thing with Destro is just you don't want a shard cap. So I'll try to point out like situations where I'm doing stuff to just shard cap specifically. So on this first pull here, these spike claws all leap to people if you are out of range. So basically what you want to do is just come run right into melee, like literally on top of this tree, and you won't get leapt on. If you get leapt on, they leave a nasty bleed, and you can basically just die really fast. Right on pull. Other than that, you want to be watching these Trust Harvesters for these Spirit Bolts. These do a lot of damage. These can one-shot people at certain key levels, so you want to be stopping these. And pretty much the big tree is basically the prio target. So I'm going to try to Chaos Bolt a little bit more here versus Rain of Fire. That's also because I'm playing Kata instead of Inferno right now.
Oh my god, I could not pop you bastard.
So basically, once we go into the pack, we Infernal, we Trinket, and then we just start doing our Shard Spenders. So you'll see I'm mostly Chaos Bolting the tree, just because, like I mentioned, we want to prio it down. I'll throw in some Rain of Fires if I can. Basically, when stuff starts getting low, that's when I'm going to start to Shadowburn a little bit more, like sub 30. I'm also playing Mayhem over Havoc, so I'm going to get like random Havoc procs here and there, and I want to be looking out for those, like right here. That's the Mayhem proc. When your Mayhem proc is up, basically you want to try to prio Chaos Bolt and Shadowburn more if you can. If you're trying to like prio something down, you want to focus Chaos Bolt and Shadowburn more. Basically, so in Miss, we can gate skip right here to skip like the little pack that's right here. So you want to just like aim your gate over here somewhere. Sometimes it can be a little annoying. So on this pack here again, we just go in with Kata. We have two harvesters. You want to watch the two kicks. It's a lower target count pack, so it's not as bad to just fully Chaos Bolt, especially when your Havoc procs are up. Again, I'm playing Kata, so Rain of Fire does a lot less damage. We pull the bow breakers, so I'm gonna immolate them. I see stuff is sub 30, so I'm gonna start shadow burning them. Anytime you get like a decimation proc like that, you want to just use it pretty much immediately. But other than that, you just kind of dodge stuff here. I sent Infernal here because these still have a lot of health, and it's going to be a while before we get to the boss burn phase, so I just send it. It's a lot of damage going out. I think we overlapped the stomping, which is pretty bad. If you guys don't know, they stomp when they get to 50% health. That's why you don't want to push them at the same time. So you'll get the double stomp going out, which is a lot of AoE damage. Like on a 12, if that was a 12, we probably would have died there with the two stomps at the same time. Also, so if you guys don't know, in this area here, these green mushrooms are called, I think, savory stat shroom, and they give you a little bit of extra main stat for 10 minutes. That's this buff right up here. It's really, really important for this boss. This boss is basically like the hardest part of this dungeon. So we go into this boss. I'm just going to basically single target Chaos Bolt the tree. The small guy casts consistently, so you want to throw a Curse of Tongues on him. Helps your group out a lot. Same thing with like these casts here. If one of these goes off on a hierarchy, someone's just gonna get one shot like instantly. So we use Decimation proc as I get it, just keeping Immolates up, spending on Chaos Bolts on the tree, using any procs I get. So right here, I think it's right here. Right here, you guys will see. So I casted a Rain of Fire right here. If I go back like probably a couple seconds, right here, yeah. So you'll see I have Havoc up. I have a Decimation proc with Soulfire. So since I have Havoc up, this is going to give me 2 shards. So basically I need to dump a lot of shards really fast right now so I can use this to get more shards. So what I'm going to choose to do is just Rain of Fire because I don't really have a lot of time to Chaos Bolt, and Shadowburn's only going to dump like 1 shard. So I'm going to choose to Rain of Fire, which is perfectly okay because you just want to keep cycling your shards as fast as you can. So I drop a Rain, use the Decimation, I got 2 shards back. And that's basically like how you would do that in certain situations. So right here I'm sitting on max shards because he's about to go into a damage amp phase, so I didn't want to send anything. That's why I was sitting on like Ruination and stuff.
From like 50 to 20.
So I just send Ruination once he gets into the damage amp,
You never know.
which is basically when this like beam is on him. That's when you want to start sending everything.
Set my cooldowns there because I thought it was gonna be a minute.
My Infernal's going to come up pretty soon, and I'm going to use it. We have Lust up, and we still need to burn the tree again. So, um, you don't want to just sit on it for the next burn phase. If anything, it'll carry over into the burn phase if we do enough damage. But yeah, I'm just keeping Immolates on stuff, looking for Mayhem procs. I've been single targeting. I was single targeting the Ingra Malik mostly because I kept getting Mayhem procs onto Droman, which is pretty fine. It's okay to do that. So again, we're going to go into a burn phase here. I use Shadow Burn here. He's sub 30, so we're just going to start spamming some Shadow Burns. Just using our procs as they happen. And boss is pretty much going to die here, so you don't have to target the tree anymore. Just burn boss. So that was pretty good. That was a 2 minute 20-second boss kill. That's pretty fast. So in this maze here, we can pull through the walls with our pet. Basically, all you have to do is target whatever you want to hit, and then you just send pet attack. Like right here, you guys saw I was clicking pet attack. You got to manually like go force it to attack it. Once he attacks it, it'll tag everything. It'll come running to you. I would highly advise you guys, if you're going to do that, to use a defensive, because sometimes they can snap to you and like just whack you. That's why you see I used Unending Resolve right there. So once everything gets grouped up, I'm going to Kata basically. Stuff is sub 30, so I'm going to start shadow burning them. I'm going to use my Ruination right here. Shadowburn stuff as it gets slow. Basically, anytime stuff is like in a situation like this where you have Havoc up and and these are both under 30, basically all you want to be doing is spamming Shadowburn. Outside of situations like these, you basically just decide if you want a Chaos Bolt or Rain of Fire. On like dense packs, I would mostly just Rain of Fire. If there's like a really big prio target, like the trees at the beginning of the dungeon, then you want to prioritize a little more Chaos Bolts. Or like I mentioned, when Havoc is up, prioritize Chaos Bolts a little more. Yeah, this guy's in execute, so I'm going to start hitting Shadowburn a little bit. That's another, that's a kick you want to watch out for on these groups. The tenders cast a heal right there, Nourish the Forest. So you really want to watch out for that kick. If that goes off, everything's going to heal to full, and basically the pack's going to take like an extra 30 seconds to a minute. If that kick goes off, you lose a lot of time. It's really, really bad. So stuff is sub 30 here again. We're just going to start spamming some Shadow Burns. Going to use my Decimation procs as they happen. So like when you start spamming a lot of Shadow Burns, you guys are going to notice that your Decimation procs a lot more. So just be like aware of that you don't shard cap, especially if you have Havoc up and you try to Decimation, you're going to get 2 shards. So here we just kata to dot everything. We're going to go in and use some Chaos Bolts to rain. I have Havoc up, so I'm going to start using some Chaos Bolts. Got a Decimation, so I want to use that. Watch your kick. This one's getting sub 30, so I'm going to start spamming some Shadow Burns. I have Havoc up again. I can start spamming more Shadow Burns. Saving cooldowns for next fact since everything's basically dead. So here we're gonna Kata, and then Infernal, Trinket, and then we're gonna start doing our thing, spamming some Chaos Bolts. So these Guardians have a little bit more health than everything else, so if you really just want to, you can just start spamming some Chaos Bolts into them instead of Rain of Firing. Especially like with this comp, we have a Paladin, he does a lot of just like really big AoE versus less prio, so you see how these two are dying a lot faster than these two. Like I could probably do more damage spamming rain, but it'd be a lot more efficient if I just Chaos Bolt the Guardians. But yeah, the stuff was getting low there, so I Shadow Burn. Basically at this point, I'm just gonna start sending some Chaos Bolts into these. When they get low, I'll start Shadow Burning. Getting a lot of Mayhem procs, which is really nice. Gonna use that Decimation proc. This is just a pure single target, so basically what we want to do is maximize uptime on Eradication and Roaring Blaze, and then just build and spend on Chaos Bolt. Spend on Chaos Bolt, build with Incinerate, Conflag, and Shadow Burn once he gets below 30. Alright, so this is a big pool here. We're gonna kata again to start, to dot everything. I have Infernal coming up in a couple seconds, so I'm gonna send it.
Watching the super.
There I'm sending some rains because I'm getting really shard capped, so I just want to dump really fast. I have a lot of shards incoming. Stuff is sub 30, so I want to spam some shadow burns. Right there I was at shard cap, so I just sent a rain really quick. Right here I can start spamming shadow burn a little bit more. Same thing here, we're going to kata to start. Drop a rain really fast because I'm at shard cap. Drop another rain right there. I was getting close to shard capping. Stuff is sub 30, so I want to start spamming some shadow burns using my decimation procs. So for this boss, it's not a whole lot of extra stuff you can do. You can Curse of Tongues the boss to slow the cast, this one, Patty Cake. Only the tank can kick that though, but it might help take out, so you could Curse of Tongues that if you really wanted to. Sometimes tanks do just forget to kick it. It happens. That'll kind of help them out. You can cleave off the fox if you want to. I wouldn't do that if your group is planning to just hard CC it. And then basically the only other thing you can do in this phase is you can immolate a couple of these clones just to get a little bit of extra shard gen. But other than that, you want to just hit the clone that that you're supposed to be hitting. Basically, the clone that you want to be hitting, the way the clones work is there's like a bunch of patterns. I don't really want to go too in depth into it. It's kind of complicated to explain without like graphics, I think. But basically, there's like a clone that's not matching the other three clones, and that's the clone that you want to hit. So for example, if there's 3 leaf clones and 1 flower clone, you want to hit the flower clone since it's the one that's not like the others. Other than that, we're just dodging balls. Rotationally, I'm just using like my procs. Building with Incinerate, spamming with Chaos Bolt. Again here I'm gonna immolate some ads for some shard gen. So there's like another little piece of tech here regarding these lines. So you guys can see Joey right here is standing, this line is pointing towards Joey. Joey pointed himself between the clone and the boss. So basically if this line is targeted at the clone, the ball will damage the clone for you. Which you guys will see right here. It's going to take like a big chunk of its health because of the ball right there. So that's a cool little piece of tech to know. You guys can kill the clones a lot faster and get out of the intermission phase a lot faster. The boss is sub 30 now, so I'm basically going to prio Shadowburn a little bit more. I tried to fear the ad, but we're like cleaving it, so it doesn't really help. I'm saving cooldowns right now because boss is almost dead. I could probably send here, but I don't know. If you're gonna do a big pull after this boss, I would definitely save. I didn't know if we were gonna do a big pull or not, so I kind of just held. Like the boss is like really, really dead. I probably could have gotten full infernal duration, just because we were in intermission also. But it's not like the end of the world.
I'm gonna lose my stats, dude. I had fucking almost 5 seconds in an entire dungeon, dude.
Don't lose them.
Which, I mean, you can't like refresh it if you have an anvil. It kind of sucks. Apparently, right?
Really?
Yeah. Or I don't think you can. I haven't tested this beta.
What's what do you have to do?
So here we're gonna try to
You want to
skip
stay in combat or
these.
what's the
Yeah, it's same thing except it's just like anvil except
I think you can skip this with gate, but I'm not sure how to do it exactly.
huh?
I haven't figured it out.
That's bad.
You guys are gonna see here, like, I think melee goes through and he doesn't pull this, and then the rest of us do, and we do. I don't know, it's like really weird. Like right here, like you see he goes, and it doesn't aggro, and then one of us goes and it aggroes.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
weird.
There is a way to skip that with gate, I
Maybe we're
think.
just doing this 3 then.
I'd have to figure it out. But yeah, we're gonna chain this into something.
I got the kick.
The kicks you want to watch out for are staghorns. They do a regen, which heals everything, and then they'll also do this little, I don't know what it's called, but it's basically like it'll put a shield on everything, and that's like really bad. Both of those are just gonna make these packs take longer to kill, which is really bad. So you want to watch out for those 2 kicks. It's called right there, stimulate resistance. But yeah, we drop Infernal. I'm just spamming a lot of rains because it's a big pull. Stuff's getting sub 30, so I'm gonna start using some shadow burns. Go into the next pull, we kata again. I'm gonna immolate the reavers I missed. Keep dropping some rains because I'm getting close to shard capping. So now I'm gonna start trying to prio some stuff down with Chaos Bolt. Keep my immolates on everything. Stuff is sub 30. I'm gonna use some shadow burns. Gotta watch our kicks.
Yeah, my
So we chain into this pull here. Just sending a lot of rains because there's a lot of stuff to hit right now. Basically you want to wait to use kata until all this stuff's clumped up like that. I didn't know we were chaining, so I sent kata a little early. But yeah, I'm sending a lot of rains just because I have a lot of immolates up and I'm getting a lot of shards. But now that stuff's low, I'm going to start sending more shadow burns. Right here I'm sending right there, so you guys will see right there actually. It's a good example. So while your Infernal's active, you have Reign of Chaos active. So basically every shard you spend gets you a chance for another Infernal. So you guys will see right here, when we're sitting here for a couple seconds and I'm capping out on shards, I'm just going to send some rains, just so I can keep my shard cycling, so I can keep trying to proc this. Instead of just standing here, that's why I drop a couple of rains right here.
I'm down.
So we end up actually chaining into the boss also. Had I known that, I probably would have held my Infernal a little bit longer. sending a couple shadow runs here just 'cause I'm trying to not shard
Oh,
cap.
I just sent it. I would just say less now for trash.
So for this boss, basically you just need to watch the puddles. When these lines go out, run away from the tank. That's basically all you want to do because those lines do damage to you while they're active. You can shadow burn these little ads as they get low. Also, try to save kata for like when all those ads spawn and they group up on someone. You can just kata and immolate all of them instantly. Which I'm going to try to do here, but it doesn't work because, I don't know. I guess they all just walked out of kata or something.
Boss got a lot
Yeah,
of
when they get
damage.
low, you can like be looking to shadow burn them for some little bit of damage.
What a horrible fight. Yeah,
A lot of
poison
room you
all
have to
over the
cover.
damn place. Yeah.
Just walking.
Basically, also, if you ever get the fixate, like try to run to the boss and like just plant there so that they'll all clump up on the boss. It helps, like especially melee, cleave them down a lot faster. If you're out like in Africa running around with these things on you, the melee can't really do anything to you. They're gonna have to chase you all the way over there, which is just really bad. It's also gonna bring down your group's boss damage. So like, just like this, like come stand here, like pop a defensive or something, and just let them all group up on you. You guys are gonna see like how fast these die.
No one's taking me to keep killing.
Yeah, I have a lot of shards right now. I sent a rain right there because I had a decimation with a lot of shards.
You gotta put the guild name in the
So
note.
Yeah.
just trying to
Go
dump some
Scott.
shards really
Should
fast.
I just lie and say I'm like a 2700 IO wall?
Is your note not surely you're gonna stun kill Scithe every time?
Shit. Oh, let me see. I said let's send it in my note. People love it when you say that.
What is standing in invisible shit?
Yes, right there. I was just trying to get that ball.
TKs are actually the
If the
easiest
boss
to
gets any of those balls, he does extra damage, which is really, really bad. He has just like a really weird hitbox, so
Rain.
sometimes he'll take some.
every
It's
time I
been
look
known,
at
So
brother.
here I'm gonna kata the ads and then start shadow burning
TK
them.
is maybe a mage or a DH.
Yeah,
Alright,
Fury had their moment, dude.
Boss is sub 30, so I'm gonna be prioing shadow burn a little bit more. And you can still weave some chaos bolts in while you have extra shards. Like if you run out of shadow burn charges or anything. Yeah, here we don't need to worry about ads. Boss is pretty much dead.
Like I'm like I'm on +3 or something.
+2. Let's go, dude.
And that's key, guys. So hopefully that helps some of you know how to play with Shadowburn a little bit more. I know a couple people have been asking me. Basically, just the main idea is you want to start sniping stuff as it gets low. Then that's basically how you use Shadowburn. And then outside of that, your shard spender is just mainly going to be Rain or Chaos Bolt, depending if you want to prio stuff or just AoE. And then Rain is also just really good for dumping shards fast if you are getting close to overcapping at any point. So I hope the video helped you guys. Again, if you enjoyed the video, if you found it helpful, please make sure to leave a like. Helps me out a lot. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know. Subscribe for more content. And other than that, guys, I'll see you all in the next video or on stream. So take it easy and see you then.